Australia on Thursday approved a social media ban for children aged under 16 after an emotive debate that gripped the nation, setting a benchmark for jurisdictions around the world with one of the toughest regulations targeting big tech.
Australia on Thursday passed a landmark law banning children under the age of 16 from accessing social media, citing the need to protect their mental health.
Honourable Senators, the committee has considered the Online Safety Amendment Social Media Minimum Age Bill 2024.
The law will make platforms including TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Reddit, X and Instagram liable for fines of up to 50 million Australian dollars for systematic failures to prevent children younger than 16 from holding accounts. A number of countries have already vowed to curb social media use by children through legislation, but Australia's policy is the most stringent. The platforms will have 1 year to work out how they could implement the ban before penalties are enforced. The law does not penalize children or their parents for violating the ban. Instead, platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and Snapchat will be required to take reasonable steps to enforce the minimum age requirement. Platforms where content is also used for educational purposes, including YouTube and messaging apps like WhatsApp, are exempt from the restrictions. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese emphasized the government's commitment to protecting young Australians, saying the government is sending a message to social media companies to clean up their act.
And today, as a direct result of our legislation passed through the Parliament yesterday, through the Senate and confirmed in the House today, parents can have a different discussion with their young ones, a different discussion that will result in better outcomes and less harm for young Australians. Platforms now have a social responsibility to ensure the safety of our kids is a priority for them. We're making sure that mums and dads can have that different conversation today and in future days. We've got your back is our message to Australian parents.
Teenagers' reaction from across the world are a mix of disbelief, frustration and concern. Teenagers in Madrid and Belgium were critical of the legislative action.
I'm really strongly against it because I feel like we are a new generation that is accustomed of having social media in our life, and it's something we use on a daily basis, and I think restricting our use isn't going to help us.
French and British teenagers had mixed feelings for the Australian ban on social media.
That's kind of crazy to me. I grew up with social media, and the year I was born was literally I think the year the iPhone 5 came out. So I'm just super used to growing up with it, and I feel like people under the age of 16 right now wouldn't know how to live without their phones and social media. It'd be a really hard change for them.
Social media giants have also hit out at the landmark Australian law. They described it as a rush job littered with many unanswered questions. TikTok said on Friday it was disappointed in the law, accusing the government of ignoring mental health, online safety and youth experts who had opposed the ban. With inputs from Shivali Kumari, Meher Raj Singh, DD India.